You know, we owe a profound debt of gratitude to those who have worn the uniform of our country and defended our democracy, our government of the people and by the people and for the people. It shall not perish from this earth. Abraham Lincoln, in November of 1863, echoed those words in the Gettysburg Address, and he really spoke not just for his time, but for all time. That president from Illinois, President Lincoln, along with President Obama, understood how important it is to make sure we have good health care, decent health care for our veterans, good education for our veterans, and making sure they have a good job when they come home. And it's our mission, those of us on the home front, to take good care of those who have borne the battle. Abraham Lincoln said that 150 years ago. And that's why Veterans Cash is so important to all of us in the state of Illinois. This law passed, I believe, in 2006. I was lieutenant governor at the time, and it was 5 minutes to midnight on the last day of the legislative session down in Springfield. And the bill was in the Illinois House. I was there at the House, and the moment that bill passed the House, we had 5 minutes to get it to the Senate and get it passed by midnight. So we did the 100-yard dash for 200 yards right across our rotunda of the state capitol. Abraham Lincoln would have been very proud of us in his hometown, moving at the pace of lightning speed, and we were able at 1 minute to midnight to get the bill passed by the legislature, signed into law, and it's been a part of our life in Illinois for the last half dozen years. And today, I was honored to buy $20 worth of Veterans Cash tickets. They're $2 a piece. This is a great investment, win or lose. We all win when we help our veterans. We all win, and it's so important that we recognize where the tickets are all across Illinois. Lighthouse has tickets on sale here on Roosevelt Road on the west side of Chicago. But Mike Jones will be speaking shortly. Our lottery superintendent will tell you these are available all across Illinois. And over the last 6 years, we've been able to raise more than $10 million for great causes to help our veterans, in particular to help our homeless veterans. You know, we have to realize in Illinois, roughly about 30% of those who are homeless are veterans. And we've got to do something about that. That's not right. We've got to make sure we have shelter for our veterans. And for those veterans who are challenged by post-traumatic stress disorder, that's, again, part of the Veterans Cash mission to make sure we have good programs for those with post-traumatic stress disorder. Same way, some of our veterans don't have health insurance. We can't let anybody fall through the cracks. We're going to hear from Erica Borgwin, our Director of Veterans Affairs. Our job is to make sure we have all our veterans covered by decent health coverage and decent health care. That really is what Veterans Cash is all about.
I am delighted to be here with the most caring governor in these United States of America, who demonstrates it each and every day of his life. I'm very fortunate to represent the most fascinating piece of geography in North America, called a political subdivision, a congressional district. And I have every kind of major institution, outstanding hospitals, universities, agencies, programs, people, but nothing is more outstanding than the Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind. And so we are delighted to be here. And nobody in America has done more to preserve and protect the basic freedoms and concepts of our nation than our men and women who have submitted themselves to being engaged in war activities, and protecting the very fabric of American life and democracy than our veterans. And so I salute our men and women who have served in the military. Last thing that I will say, when you look around and see what takes place here, if you want to be inspired, as I have been inspired, just come here and watch the men and women working, making clocks, the only real clockmaker left in America. Men and women with disabilities who are experts at what they do because of the training and the direction and the guidance that they get. So we do two things today. We salute our veterans. We dedicate a level and a pot of money to make sure that services continue to be provided to them, but we also do it at one of our most effective institutions in America, where we say to people, we care about you, we want you to be trained, we want you to be skilled, we want you to be able to take care of your families and to be self-sufficient.
Let me say, if you want to buy your first lottery ticket, try Veterans Cash. When you go in to buy a Powerball ticket because you're going to win over $100 million, try Veterans Cash. Let me tell you what happens. About 56% of all the money goes right back in terms of prizes. 5 cents for each dollar, so 10 cents in total, goes as a commission to the 8,100 retailers throughout the state of Illinois. Well, you kind of think to yourself, a dime? We paid over $133 million in commissions to the 8,100 retailers in the state of Illinois just last fiscal year. It was a significant and important part of why they were able to hire more people, pay their rent, and become successful retailers in the state of Illinois. The more we drive sales, the more we drive participation in the state of Illinois, the better it is, as the governor said, for everyone. As Thomas Jefferson said, the lottery is a wonderful thing. It lays the tax only on the willing. If you want to support the Common School Fund, if you want to support bridges and roads, if you want to support veterans, the lottery is there in all of our retailers and through our internet test for all those that wish to participate.
Our launch of Veterans Cash here this morning, I think, is a really fantastic way to kick off Veterans Day activities here in Chicagoland and throughout the state. And I can really think of no better location, no better place to offer the energy that has been offered this morning than here at the Chicago Lighthouse. So thank you to our partners in this event. I can also think of no more tangible way for Illinois citizens to say thanks for your service than to buy the ticket that is funding the scores of organizations serving veterans directly on the kinds of issues that the governor mentioned earlier, on post-traumatic stress and on homelessness, job training, and education. It's a fantastic program that makes a huge and direct impact, and it's a great way for Illinois citizens to say in a very tangible way, in addition to the actual words of thanks that they give this Veterans Day, thanks for your service. It has been a real joy over the last 15 months that I've been in my position to be able to participate in the committee that actually decides where these Veterans Cash grants go to. We get lots of applications and have the privilege of being able to choose the best from among them, and it's given me the chance to see firsthand the awesome work that is underway to support our veterans here in Illinois. We have awarded grants so that veterans can receive urgent dental work, can have transportation to VA medical centers, can have a roof over their heads, can find veteran support on campuses for student veterans, can participate in recreational therapies for post-traumatic stress disorder, you name it, that list could go on. The point is that the breadth and the impact of the work empowered by Veterans Cash is tremendous. $10 million worth of tremendous. And actually, just last month, we awarded 6 more grants to add $225,000 to that total of impact that's being made by the Veterans Cash program. Vets Cash really does help build something big. That's the motto of the ad campaign here for this year for Veterans Cash. And I would like to thank Michael Jones and the entire team at Lottery, who really gets not just the importance of the ticket to lottery, but the importance of this program to veterans, and from whom you felt the real support for the program. And it was a joy to work with them over the last year to create something that captures it, and that is build something big in the lives of veterans. I think you see that it's building something big in the video that hopefully you got the chance to watch earlier, in the lives of the veterans who now work here at the Lighthouse, which is a grant recipient from Vets Cash, and also just from veterans all across the state, thousands of veterans who have had a direct impact as a result of this program and the grants that it allows. But part of the reason that it's big is not just because of the big impact it makes in the lives of individual veterans. It's also because of the ripple effect of empowering veterans to thrive. because veterans are among our most proven public servants. They thrived as public servants overseas in the most difficult and challenging of environments. And when they come back, that service is still in their DNA. I like to say a veteran empowered to thrive is more often than not a veteran empowered to serve. So by playing Veterans Cash, citizens of Illinois are serving not just individual veterans in need of some help during the transition, they're also serving the communities and the companies that will benefit from having our heroes thriving here at home as they did overseas. That is truly big, and it's something that every Illinois citizen can be a part of through Veterans Cash. I really think that Veterans Cash is one of the many ways that Illinois, under Governor Quinn's leadership, is at the forefront of serving veterans in very innovative and impactful and meaningful ways. It is very exciting and humbling to be a part of this work and to be able to share with all of you here this morning the launch of Veterans Cash. Thanks.
All right, well done.